touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Let's go.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. A strong running. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal. Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching? And it's a fumble. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And the Vikings, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And now here come the Cowboys.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Romo caught left side, Williams. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come up in an offset eye.
50.
On first down, it's Romo. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Seven yards remain now on third down. Throwing on third down. Romo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Sherrills to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And down to the 15. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 48 yards. And certainly a quarterback who has the arm, he also has the legs, Charles.
And haven't we seen over time these quarterbacks just get more and more athletic as they go along? We're not just talking about guys who can throw the football and stay in the pocket, but when they run, they hurt a defense.
And he hurt the defense right there. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Sharif Floyd makes the stop. And they're going to speed things up here.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And a gain there of 11 yards.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On second down, here's Romo. And his throw here's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Peterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, Charles, where I come from, you call this a track meet, just a shootout here today. And if you come out on the winning side of this one, you're just like, man, glad this thing's over.
For those who love defense, today was not your day. For those who love offense, cherish it. What a fantastic performance. And for the winning team, they'll work on defense later. Today, they'll just celebrate.